What mall is Jonah on?
I think it's
a mall to 4? 3?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, is this guy playing Tron? Like, what is this?
Which chat? He does play Tron.
He does. Like, did he forget what he's playing?
Yeah, like. Okay, yeah, mountain. Land go. No cleansing wildfire on turn 2. That's very out of the ordinary. Do you think we'll see Jonah fire off the stomp side right here? Yeah, and then cast it on the next turn?
Yeah, the typical play pattern,
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not a whole lot more you could do. A little unfortunate for TJ.
Ooh.
His hog gets blown up. Actually, that's probably better for TJ. Because I don't think he could counter the Bone Crusher. So the Bone Crusher would have been free for a little while until like maybe he puts a Wandering Emperor in play and exiles it when it attacks.
Yep.
But I was going to say there for a second, it kind of sucked for TJ because his Glacial Fortress Cinder tapped. He did not have an island. Although Hall's pretty good later in this game.
All right, untap land.
Blast in.
Interesting. 3.
Bone Crusher.
Play the Crusher.
So we do have 2 Emperors in play. Or in our hand, so he might not do much about this. Or care to do much.
Or may just Faithful Absence it.
So he plays a Wandering Emperor. He's going to make a blocker.
That makes a lot more sense, though.
I think TJ didn't want to walk away from that turn not doing anything.
Very true.
Because that's sometimes what can happen when you're playing control is you just don't make any move.
And now TJ can sit on Faithful Absence and the Absorb.
Swings a 3/3 with first strike because of the Emperor. And then it has Vigilance, so now he has a 3/3 held back. Jonah takes damage going down to 17. I hit the button one too many times as normal. Dinner is tapped. Here comes this Absorb. On the fires.
TJ goes up to 21. Swing the 3. Offer the trade. Offer.
Something weird must be happening over there. Somebody's got to write out a token. That's what that means.
Yeah. And chat, be sure to tune in. We also stream on Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays are play tests. We send modern decks through a modern gauntlet, and then on Friday we have modern FNM.
We do have modern on Friday, and then not this weekend, but next weekend we'll have another 1K/2K plus modern plus competitive event where try to be a little more serious about it. We have an entire local league going on in the state of Ohio for the most part, Southeast Ohio, but it stretches all the way to Columbus, so it's pretty
very wide stretching,
very wide stretched, and it's expanding hopefully next year and being a little bit bigger, in which if you qualify for it, you get a free entry into a 5K plus. Hopefully it was 3K advertised, but the attendance has been pretty good, so we're pretty sure it's going to hit 5K and then hopefully go up from there. So march the land for a single white.
So good. Gosh. Man, can Prismatic Ending do that? Didn't think so.
Yeah, March is one of those cards that have a little bit of weird text on it where it can't do much. Like, it can't just exile lands normally. But for the fact it doesn't say non-land permanent on it, helps it identify that, hey, I'm just targeting the creature. Yep. I'm allowed to hit this land. Whereas Brazen Borrower, cards like them, say non-land permanent. They're your opponent control, so it can never bounce it. TJ already out of tokens again. He's going to yell at Kyle so much for being out of tokens.
Yeah. Chat, TJ is borrowing the shop owner's deck, Kyle. Kyle's not here with us today. Kyle is also Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky. Yeah, but you're not here in the shop though, Kyle.
He's not here. You guys have been pulling these number of my local players from Akron too.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So, are we pulling? But are you gonna stop by though?
Yeah, are you playing? This is a test. You might have just ratted yourself out. You playing? What about you? Just call people out and chat. Yo, where you at?
Where you at though? Hit him up at 2 a.m. What you doing? The you up text. Imagine getting DM'd in Discord with a you up text.
I thought yesterday I was gonna have to take the hour 45-minute drive to Columbus with TJ because he was just gonna show up at my house to go play.
Oh, buddy, you would have been.
I've been so upset.
You would have been upset.
Well, it's happened before. Hardesty and my cousin Darren just showed up at my house, woke me up. I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. They're like, "You're going to Columbus," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "We're already here. The car started. Get up." So I took my dog outside. I changed, got ready, and I went to Columbus. And I wasn't happy.
Yeah. Yeah, TJ walks away that game pretty easily.
Yeah. That's pretty far away. But for example, I guess a better example would be like Pennsylvania, West Virginia, like deeper in West Virginia, of course. Like,
yeah.
Because we're pretty close. Or like Michigan, like all that type of stuff. We get people farther away. Like, well, I can host one on Saturday because people in Pennsylvania are doing theirs on Saturday, but we're not close enough that it matters.
Yep.
Like, people are going to come to ours and theirs equally, like, normal. And then vice versa. Like, our Columbus guys can do it on the same day as people in West Virginia are doing it.
And the only real issue I can see possible is...
Well, she says, yo, what about Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
The only real issue I can see is the Columbus people. Like, if we get a shop in Toledo, they'd be like, well, we could either go southeast to Caldwell or we can go northwest to Toledo.
Yeah.
It's the same drive.
Well, and that'll happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to happen. And we try to map it out to be like, you're more likely to get more if these two are having them the same day and so on and so forth. Because the idea is to have it big enough that it doesn't really matter where you're at. And of course, right now we're just located in the U.S. So obviously it's going to mainly stay in the U.S., of course. But the main thing we're going to do is make it so big that it's worth traveling to.
Yep.
So, for example, if we have 4 stores doing it and we did it for the amount of time we're doing it, it's got up to a 5K plus potentially. Well, now if we have 8, it's 10.
Yep.
If we have 12, it's 15. And these are like, if you qualify, you get in for free.
Or what if there was like a halfway through the season? What if there was like a super qualifier?
That could, and those are things we can look at.
Yeah. Or
also like events like last day qualifiers. I don't know if I talked about where it's an open bracket on the day before and your only way to get in, like the only reward for it is getting into the tournament the next day.
Yep.
It just so then you have 2 full days and you create all these storylines where, like, can you imagine you come the Saturday before, you couldn't attend very many events because you're kind of far away. You come the Saturday before, you qualify, and then you top 8. Even if you don't win, like, you played 7 rounds yesterday to come the next day to play 7, 8 more, and you got top 8, and you just got a big chunk of change. Like, that is a storyline for that, like, that person.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's so many games you got to win and play. But we're kind of trying to make our own pro tour, essentially.
Yeah.
But, like, there's never anybody automatically qualified. You always have to qualify yourself. Like, it's up to you to actually do it. And for example, for this big one, our commentators are Ross Marion and Todd Anderson.
Wait, run that by me one more time.
What?
Ross Marion.
Did I say it wrong?
No. Just
Yeah.
And Todd Anderson.
Yeah.
So
I thought I messed up their name. You had me tripping for a second. I was like, did I mess up?
Like one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah. We have them coming down, and they're going to commentate over our our invitational championship.
Yeah, literally just taking our jobs.
Yeah, which is like cool. I get to stay home.
You're not staying home.
Yeah, I'll probably be here somewhere.
I know.
But
you have to be here to root for me and like cheer for me while I play.
Chief Joe 14.
Thank you.
Thanks for the follow. Was a Bone Crusher? If it was exiled with the Wandering Emperor, Bone Crusher only deals damage if it's targeted by a spell. It does not do ability.
Correct. Fateful Absence on the creature. Make a clue.
Yeah, you're good. Just for, because if anybody else has a question, we also have this handy dandy thing. If you haven't seen it before,
bring up a card if you got a question.
Whenever Bone Crush Giant becomes target of spell, because just because I say it doesn't mean it's true. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I could be wrong.
Us Magic players not only have a bad memory, but we also can't read.
Honestly, reading's the hardest thing we do.
No. Sometimes it's not even reading; it's the reading comprehension.
And the card will tell you exactly what it does, and you're like, I don't get it.
Urborg. What?
You can figure out these super complex lines like later down the road where you have to cast like 7 spells to get out of a situation, but you're like, what's that new card say? I don't get it.
You know the ins and outs of every KCI iteration, but
yeah, exactly. How much text is in that box? Yeah, I'm not reading. Somebody quote me Questing Beast right now. If you do the card, I call you a cheater. You better start typing right now. You got 10 seconds. Quote me Questing Beast.
Not as much as Questing Beast.
If you hit me with a URL link, that probably counts too. That's what it needs. Did I tell you I wanted to modify a Questing Beast?
You want a textless full border, right?
No, I want to black out the text box and make it a QR code that just takes you to the gatherer's link.
I like that.
You know how funny that is? To just be like, oh, you can scan the card if you want.
Vigilance Haste.
I also forgot about the one that's the blocker.
Yeah, you forgot.
If it has power 2 or less, it can't block it.
No. He says can't be blocked by power 2 or less.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'm trolling?
Yeah.
I'm trying to read this over here.
Urza Academy Headmaster. Okay. Hypnotic, I see you.
Oh, no.
Out here trolling.
Oh, no. Dude. That's the cards you showed me. Is that the one that we like pulled up and you're like, try to read this and it's like Yu-Gi-Oh text lines?
No. Headmaster is like, it has like a UR code. Like you have to go to the website.
Oh, really?
Not a UR code. It has like a website that you have to go to and it auto-populates like different abilities every time.
Oh, that's actually funny. Yeah. I was talking, what's the card you showed me though? You said Question Beast has a lot. What about this one? And it was like a really old card. Because it was like over explaining like a keyword today or something.
I can't remember.
Oh, you had a really good one.
Yeah, here you go. I'll images. You could also just pull it up over there. But yeah, Urza Academy Headmaster. Head to askurza.com and clip up the +1 loyalty or -1 loyalty or -6 loyalty. And it comes into play with 4 loyalty. It's a real magic card. It's from the unset.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's actually funny. We're just still quoting Question Beast like parts. They're just like, oh, which one of the 3,000 lines it had did somebody not say yet?
Yeah. Oh, and damage can be prevented. There you go. Yep. Death Touch, maybe. Does it have Death Touch? Does it really? Is it really Vigilance, Lifelink, Death Touch?
Yeah.
No, Vigilance Haste.
Vigilance Haste, Death Touch.
Okay.
That's why when you put an Embercleave on it, it has those 3 plus Trample and Double Strike.
Double Strike, yeah. Jeez. Okay.
So now you just assign 1 to every creature that can block because they have to have 3 power or more, and then you're just like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you're like still hit you for 5 and kill your Planeswalker.
I love
that was a fun standard, let me tell you what.
Combustible Gearhulk, I assume this is going to, yeah. I'm pretty sure TJ is just going to Memory Deluge to go and act like he needs to find something.
Hey, meme.
So he's going to bounce it back to his hand. Boop. And then look at the 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, this one seemed good.
Yeah. The horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even been keeping track of Johnny's life. Wait, my board messed up. What is this? Come back. It somehow turned, but it's been laying flat the whole time.
That die right there, chat, is a 2/2 shark, and that was Lucas's arm.
Yeah, that was Lucas's arm for sure.
Picks him up.
Jonah picks it up.